Thank you very much. And thank you very much for inviting me to Venezia. It's a beautiful city, and we've only been in Ukraine for 3 days, but we love it. Okay, let me spend a few minutes introducing myself and telling you why I'm here and how I got to be in this position. I'm from Glasgow in Scotland. In 1968, I joined the Royal Navy, and from the age of 16, I learned that the Soviet Union was our enemy. In 1973, I joined submarine service, and we carried out missions in the Barents Sea, north of Murmansk, spying on the Soviet fleet up there. That's me sitting down. I was a diver. So the background that I have and the 13 years that I spent in the Royal Navy induced me into realizing that the Soviet Union at the time was the enemy, and has given me the passion to fight against the current enemy and therefore to help Ukraine. In 2020, I did the Strobel Training for European Professionals course in Austria, and I became a Strobel builder and trainer. Helping to organize the Strobel Training for European, the Strobel Gathering in Denmark, I had the honor of inviting Elisa and Katrina to be our guest speakers. I was in Denmark this time last year. So we have two problems in the world at the moment. One is, of course, the unprovoked, arrogant attack on your beautiful country, and the other is climate change. And both of these things affect every country in the world and basically everybody on the planet. We're proposing a solution for both of these problems. We are straw bale builders. So let me explain to you, first of all, what a straw bale is. A straw bale is made from the stems of cereal crops, whether that is wheat or oats or spelt or barley. The straw bale that comes out of the baling machine is 80 to 100 centimeters long, it is 50 centimeters high and 36 centimeters wide. We build with a density of 90 to 120 kilograms per meter cubed, 15% maximum humidity, and less than 2% seeds and grains. This is the building block that straw bale builders work with. When you say, I'm going to build a straw bale house, people who have no idea will laugh at you. They'll talk about, I don't know if your story of the 3 little pigs and the big bad wolf, or they'll say, but your straw bale house will burn down, or it'll blow away, or you're taking food from the farmers. I'm going to look at some of these are the misconceptions, and I want to explain and debunk some of these ideas. So first of all, people say, yes, your house will burn down. Straw bales do not burn. It is very difficult, actually, to burn straw. And especially a straw bale which has got 2 centimeters of clay on one side and 2 centimeters of limecrete on the other side will not burn. Tests have been carried out in nearly every country in the world and proven that a properly built straw bale wall will withstand a fire for over 120 minutes. Also, due to the lack of oxygen in the straw bale, because it is so densely compacted, you try to burn a book or you try to burn a tightly rolled newspaper, you can't burn it because the top layer burns and then it forms a soot layer. There's no oxygen, it won't burn. Straw bales do not burn, straw bale houses do not burn. They say that mice will infest your house. Well, again, because the straw bale is so tightly compressed to the density we're talking about, there is no room for a mouse to build its house. There is nothing for it to eat. We're less than 2% seeds. It's coated in limecrete. Limecrete is poisonous to mice and insects, so they're not going to eat their way through it to find something which is not there. There's no more risk of mice being in a straw bale house than there is in anybody's house. We do not get straw bale houses infested with mice. Third thing is they get moldy and they stink. Okay, so moisture is a problem. A straw bale is a natural product. If it gets wet, it will rot. Wood will rot. Any natural material will rot if it's wet. This is why we ensure that we only build with a humidity of less than 15%. We build a 30 centimeter foundation so that the wood and the straw is above the splash zone, and we build with large roof overhangs for various reasons, but one of them is to keep the water off the coating of the building. So straw bale buildings built properly do not get moldy and certainly don't stink. Straw bale takes away straw from the farmers. The farmers need straw. Well, in this beautiful country, you're probably aware that in 2021, you produced 86 million tons of grain. That is over 100 million tons of straw. If a farmer takes 50% of that for his horses or whatever, it still leaves 50 million tons. The average house needs 10 tons of straw. You can build 4 or 5 million houses in Ukraine every year with the straw that you produce. We have literally an infinite amount of straw. Every country in the world has a grain crop. Every country in the world produces more straw than they need to build all the houses they need. So those are the misconceptions. But let me tell you the advantages of straw. Okay, so as I say, it's an infinitely available, renewable resource. Every year, you get tons and tons and tons of building material. It's an excellent insulator. It is, in fact, the best insulator. There is no man-made insulator for a 40-centimeter thick wall better than straw. And it is fire resistant, as I said. It is earthquake-proof, and it will withstand strong winds. In an earthquake, a concrete building will shake, the walls will crack, it'll crumble. We see it all over the world. A straw bale house will go bloop and still stand. The plaster might crack, that's easily fixed, but the straw bale house will remain standing. And they're naturally soundproof. Recording studios are built with straw bales because the acoustics are so good. What else we got? They're very durable. The oldest straw bale house in Europe was built in 1920 after the First World War outside Paris. It's a beautiful building, and it is now the headquarters of the French Straw Bale Building Association. So that's 100 years. The oldest house is actually in America, and it's from 1880 something or other. There is no reason for a straw bale house to go anywhere. It's not going to rot. It's there forever. And finally, move. Oh. Straw bale buildings are relatively simple to build. You see a straw bale out there, right? 80 by 50 by 36. It's a huge big Lego block. My friend Hans here and I build houses. That's what we do. And if we can do it, anybody can do it. So those are the advantages to building with straw bales. So, okay, we've got straw bales. How do we actually build them? Let me show you. There are many techniques, but let me show you quickly three. One is called infill, post and beam. The next one is load bearing, and the third one is modular. So in the post and beam, we build with a 30-centimeter concrete wall on the bottom. Then we put an 8-centimeter ring beam on the bottom, and then we build with posts. The posts are, as you see, 14 by 6. There's a space in between them to stop any cold bridge, so there's no heat or cold moving through the wall. The posts are built up the width of a straw bale apart, so 80 centimeters apart. So you build your frame, and then you put a ring beam on top to hold the whole thing steady, and then you stuff straw bales in between the posts. You build up a wall, you build up a house. A house like this, the houses we built, have a 36-centimeter insulated floor, a 36-centimeter insulated ceiling, and 36-centimeter insulated walls. This is load bearing. Load bearing doesn't use any wood. It's literally Lego blocks built on top of each other, staggered in the normal wall formation, and we put like 2-meter willow stakes through them just to stabilize them. This is a house we built in Austria. It's a 6-meter diameter round house. That handsome chap at the front there in the white t-shirt, that's Hans. There's no wood in this structure apart from around the window frames and the door frames. We built it 7 straw bales high, so it's 3.5 meters high, and when it was finished, it looked like this. The third method we use is modular. So this is a house, another house we built in Austria. These are modules, just a wooden box crammed full with straw bales. They're built in a factory, and the wonderful thing about that is you can do it during the winter when it's snowing, rainy, cold, wet, and miserable. You've got all the tools and the comfort to build your straw bale modules. And then you bring them with a truck to site, and you very quickly put up your house. So this was from a company called Lawrence in Germany. This is Modulina, who we all represent. Very similar. Make the modules in the factory, bring them to site with the truck, and the house goes up very, very quickly. So this is the mass production of straw bale houses. And third one, Eco Cocoon, again, designed and built in a factory, brought to site. So there are a lot of companies. And I'm going to come back to the fact that you have at least 2, if not more, straw bale module companies already in Ukraine. So, okay, you've built your straw bale house, it's all covered in straw. We now cover it in lime render. This is a material which is waterproof, rodent-proof. You can color it, anything you want. It's a beautiful stuff to work with. This is Mario spraying on. If you have a spray machine, it goes on very, very quickly. This is the first layer. It's about 0.4 to 4 millimeter coarse lime render, and it locks into the straw before you put on your final layer and give it your beautiful coating. So we have the pump up there on the left. You use a long level to smooth it off. You see in the middle picture there, we use a nylon mesh to help stop it from cracking, and you're left with a beautiful finish. You see here, this is inside a house where the mesh has been wrapped around a pillar and in the first layer, and then it gives a beautiful finish. This is us working on a house again in Austria, and you see this golden brown color. That's the color of the clay we use, and it gives a wonderful warm finish, as well as all the other benefits. You can have rounded corners around your window door frames, or sharp corners. You can look like it's a straw bale house or not. The clay finish is a remarkable material. Okay, what do we got? Let me show you some houses, because you think, maybe, okay, I've never heard of straw bale houses. It probably looks like a barn, or looks like a shed, or just some straw bales thrown together. Let me show you some houses. So, this is a conference center in the Netherlands. This one you've seen. These are our houses throughout Europe. We didn't build them all. We built some of these. We have cladding on the outside. You can either coat it, protect the straw with limecrete, or with cladding, vertical or horizontal. Blocks of flats. This is in Switzerland. This is the warm inside of a house, beautifully finished. And this is the biggest block of flats in the world. It's 7 stories high. It's in Paris, and it's a straw bale building. So don't just think that you can only build houses. We can build blocks of flats. And the only reason they stopped at 7 is because the fire brigade said they wouldn't allow it to go any higher. It can be built higher. Okay, so all these houses were built with straw bales. This is a town in the Netherlands, Aardehuis-Olst. There are 42 straw bale houses here. The whole village is off-grid. They've got all their electricity they need. They have water wells, and they recycle all their sewage. It was built 10 years ago, and it's open to the public every 2 weeks. It's wonderful to walk around. The people are very, very proud of it. But this is 42 straw bale houses in one village. So what have we got in Ukraine already? Well, here are 2 companies. Alexei Bruzhnitskin has his company Green Technologies for Life, Lifehouse Building, and he has plans to build a suburb outside Kyiv, going to look like this, straw bale houses. That's Alexei, and Artem Rizkov, EcoBuild Ukraine. You see he's building these houses again with modules. We're not coming here to teach you how to build straw bale houses. You know it better than we do. We're just coming here to help you, promote you, make it grow, educate people, and promote straw bale building in Ukraine, because you have got so much of this stuff. Okay, so I'm on the board of the European Straw Bale Association, and I created this the Alliance for Bio-Based Construction in Ukraine. That's the alliance, meaning we're allies, we're friends. It's bio-based, not just straw bale, because there are other bio-based materials. It is construction. I don't want to say reconstruction, because that reminds us of the war. And of course, we're in this beautiful country of Ukraine. I just wanted to leave you with this slide. This is a Zelensky statement. Build back better, build back greener, the key principles of Ukraine's reconstruction.